La-di-da. 34th try. It hasn't been working for some reason. I'm trying again. Oh, you can see me? Oh my gosh, I've been trying and trying. Hi, Bonita. Hi, Cheeky Jones. I can see the chat. Oh, there I am. I made it. I made it. It took me like 5 times. No lie, guys. 5 times. And I'm like, oh. So welcome. Welcome, welcome. I made it. I made it. I'm like, what's going on? I know. I'm so tired tonight, but I was going to do it because this will be the last one except for pop-ups maybe now and then because I got to get down to brass tacks here. So, we got Gabriella. Oh, let me put live chat. So, I'm going to see, since everybody else has been on here, I haven't seen Bonita before. Would you like a question? And then I will definitely get Gabriella and Cheeky. But I thought I'd ask Bonita because I haven't seen her this week. Alrighty, what's your question? How will next month be for you? For me? Not for me, but for you. I'm looking at 2 different chats here, okay? I am using the Dark Mansion Tarot tonight with, what is this one? The Mystic, no. Yeah, the Mystic Tarot with the box. There it is. Let's see, I'm the Mystic Shaman Oracle. That's what I'm using tonight. That's the Oracle deck. Okay, so, cards say they are ready. Yeah, these are ones that I take to psychic fairs. These are my go-to for that. So, okay. Cards are ready, Bonita. What's coming up for you this month? Alrighty, let's start with that, and we'll go here. Okay, it looks like, Bonita, that you've got some work to do. And I will explain that in a second. Once I get all the cards out. These stick from some reason. I love the deck of cards, but you've got some work to do. This is what this is showing to me. Okay, let me grab the Oracle and get that out. Sticky cards tonight. Sticky cards. Sticky. Okay, so basically, Bonita, there's some work to be done. So we start with the center. Center is self. So this explains what's going on right now. And to me, this is really, the Three of Swords to me is really, what am I not connecting with my heart and my head? What's not being connected? Okay, so right now, that's kind of what's going on. So what we want to, Spirit wants you to do is to get that connection. Get that connection, because that's very important. We also have 5 of Cups, which is being overwhelmed with a emotional situation, because it's in the place of the West, which is water. That's emotional too. So this situation has really become overwhelming. And in fact, it's so overwhelming that in the place of initiation, what's driving you forward, you feel like you're lacking. You feel like you need a hand up, which is okay. We all need a hand up once in a while. And we also have in the air position King of Pentacles. And in the north position, which is Earth, we have Three of Wands. So to me, you're looking for things to change. You're looking for a foundation. In your mind, you really want a solid foundation. You want somebody that, you want things to be dependable. You want things to work. You want stability in your life. And that can happen. And that's coming because in the foundation of it all, we have the Emperor. And the Emperor is about rules, regulations, structure, a foundation. And we have the Sun and the message from Spirit. So good things are coming to you because the Sun is really the best card. It's about things being great and the sun's coming out. So next month's going to be great for you as long as you put in the work. In other words, you got to put in a solid foundation. You've got to put in some structure. So work on putting in a structure to get things down so that you can have the great outcome. Excuse me for a moment, but I have a card on the floor. So that means getting up and picking it up because it's an important card. Alrighty, I'm back. So we have this card, Taming the Wild. And to me, the wild is one of the most important things to us. Yeah, it's so cute. I love that deck. So to me, Taming the Wild is getting in touch with your wild side. Figure out what you really need, what really sparks your interest. So, not so much taming, but getting in touch with that wildness within you so you can bring out the sun. So, that's your reading with the card on the floor. So, who's next? So, we got Cheeky and we got, who else is in here? Gabrielle. So, any of you two. Yeah, they're nice cards. They're good. They're really a good go-to deck. Who would have thought? Okay, Gabriella, have you have a question tonight? Will I get my dream job soon? Good question. Yeah, Cheeky's kind of, she's my moderator. I don't have her down as one, but she used to be my moderator when I did this before, so she's a great help. Okay, job for Gabriella. Will she get that dream job? Oh, they said end. Alrighty. They said lay them out and see what we got. Oh. Alrighty. Okay, which one goes first? Ooh. Okay. This sticking in. This sticking. I can't do this fast if I wanted to, guys, because of the way that it's sticking together. Like, oh my goodness. I think they need wiping down because they never used to be so sticky. I think they getting used and all that stuff, right? Okay. Will you get your dream job? So basically, looking at everything, just like with Bonita, Gabrielle, what am I seeing is this needs work to be done, but the possibilities are there. So we get center, we have self. So center is about self, and she is resting. The Four of Swords is always about taking a break, taking a rest from what you need. So you might want to take a rest at the moment right now. And then on one side, we have the Seven of Swords, which I call like the thief in the night. So you got to be cautious of that. So that is something you need to look out for. Not necessary, it's not a person, it's kind of self-sabotage. Be very careful not to self-sabotage yourself, because in the emotional area you have the Ace of Pentacles. So that means you have lots of possibilities. Lots of possibilities here. Okay, and then we have Queen of Pentacles in the initiator, in the fire positions. Hello, Julie. In the fire position, we have the Queen of Pentacles. That means there's a lot of drive, and you really want to be self-sufficient. She's all about managing that that revenue and that source. So that's a great thing. But like I said, you got a choice, and we got the Lovers in the Earth position. So you got to put in the work. But the main message I am getting, and Six of Cups is usually about remembrance. And in here she's sitting by herself with a tea party. So this is like the message from Spirit. And this is the foundation of the issue. So watch out for which is shouting illusion, illusion. So watch out for self-sabotaging yourself, and watch out for illusions, not being, I want to say delusions, but not like delusional. Don't let yourself be, don't let your mind, don't let your head get in the way. Don't let your mind overtake you, so that you're not focusing on the good stuff, because your oracle card is Pachamama, and Pachamama is Mother Earth, and she is full of all kinds of possibilities. So you will get your dream job, but be careful of the mind traps, those mind traps that can go off and take us into the wrong direction. Just stay solid on your quest, and you will fulfill your dream job. So that's for you. Hello, Julianne. Thank you. Welcome. I'm glad you could join us. Hello, Silverback. Hello. Let's see, it's Pyra. I'm glad you all could join me. Good, Gabrielle. I'm glad that really helps. So, Miss Cheeky, you're helping. Who's up next? Are you going next? I'll leave that up to you, since you're my moderator. I'm doing good, Silverback. Thank you. I'm doing okay. Actually, I was really exhausted because we had such a change in the weather in the Northeast. But I always feel good when I do this. I love reading so much. It helps get the energy flowing. What will be the nature of the next significant relationship? What will be the nature? So I'm assuming you're asking the nature. Do you mean like, Miss Cheeky, like what type of relationship? Kind of like what, what the overall energy? I'll just ask and see what comes up. That's what we do, right? Oh, thank you. That is something, the cloth behind me is a tapestry I've had for years, and I use it as a tablecloth. I got it back about 20 years ago in Northampton in this beautiful shop called the Mercantile. And I had all kinds of I guess you would call new agey stuff. And I just loved that place. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too. Okay. Stop for Miss Cheeky, it says. All right. Hopefully these will go a little faster this time. Okay. Miss Cheeky. Well, I'm doling out the rest. Ooh. This is just very interesting. I can't wait to share it with you. Again, Miss Cheeky, we are full of court cards. Okay, I gotta shuffle the Oracle deck. So those of you just joining, I'm using the Dark Mansion Tarot and the Mystical Shaman's Oracle because I always draw one card at the end. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. So we got the Self. We got the Queen of Cups. So we know that means that's the emotional woman, and she's looking for love, and she's looking at that cup, and she's musing to herself, what is that man gonna be like? Yes. Yes, and that's what I am, a messenger between the worlds. So this is, I just love this. And I can just see you sitting there, Miss Cheeky, daydreaming like, yeah, what's he going to be like? Well, let's see. See, you're wishing, you're really wishing hard. But we got to be careful about that young man that you have in your life, right? This young man in your life, he likes to stir things up, but in the fire position, right? We have the King of Swords. So this is a guy that is looking for you, or this is the type of relationship, because not only do we have the King of Swords, in the Earth position, we have the King of Wands. And we also have the King of Cups. So I'm thinking you have a choice in the matter. Or you're going to find somebody who is like all of these, highly passionate, highly sexual, highly creative, highly emotional, with a great mind and a wonderful intellect, right? Because we have the star, and then the star about all of our wishes and dreams coming true. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking, but the Oracle card, this cracks me up, and I want you all to take a good look at this Oracle card. It's called the Tree of Life, which is, about being rooted in who you are, but just really look at this, and look what the tree is doing, Miss Cheeky. Do you notice, to me, it looks like a woman with her legs crossed. So what I'm thinking from this is patience. Give yourself some time. That you have endless possibilities, but wait on it for a while. Wait for new roots. Wait for new growth, right? The tree, wait for new growth from you and yourself. Wait for yourself to really bloom into the queen that you are. Because we know that things have been rocky for you. We know that. I know that. So wait for yourself to really get grounded, really wait for new growth. And then I think you can pick and choose whoever you want. Really work on grounding yourself and new growth. That's the biggest message that's coming through for you. It really is. And what Silverback, I think you were next anyway, right, Cheeky? Yeah. Yep. Okay, so Silverback, what do I see for you? So that's a general reading, and a caution, when I do a general reading, they can often go very deep. Forewarned is forearmed. Yeah. Alrighty, let's see what does Silverback need to know in this moment? Hopefully it won't. Okay, so that will go there. And you're going to go here. Alrighty. I gotta go through and wipe these cards off. Alrighty. And then the Oracle. Oh, this one popped right out, so we're going to go with that. Okay. To see what comes up. So, in the center, we have the Emperor. And we've had the Emperor once tonight. And the Emperor is all about structure. Just look at him. He looks like structure. He's sitting on a throne. It's structured. So everything here is structure. He's square. He's sitting on a throne. He's like, yes. So this was Silverback. So Silverback, you're in position of structuring your life. You want to have structure. You want things to be in order, and everything has a place, everything's neat, everything's tidy. So that's the general flow what you need. But we have the Knight of Swords in the air position, and he's coming in pretty fast with a lot of drive, a lot of fortitude, and really you want a lot of force. But then in the emotional sector, we have a disconnect there. The heart and the head is not together. So this is creating some chaos within your life. It's not, you want some forward movement, you want things to be better, you want judgment, and on the bottom is the fire position, and that, to me, that's what initiates everything. So we have judgment, And this card is very chaotic. And I always read the card, even though the Judgment has general meaning. And then it can mean so many different things to me. It can mean rebirthing, getting away, but it can also be judgmental about yourself. And that's really kind of what it's saying. You kind of really, it feels like you're very harsh on yourself. You're very harsh on yourself because you want things in a certain way and they don't go the way that you like. Then you get really frustrated, and that's when the energies of the nights come in. And so things get really bogged down. Things get muddy, and that's not what you want. So usually, so things are a little messy. In the foundation, we have the end of the issue. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen is to me, she's the emotional one of the court cards. But she's also well grounded. And she's very dependable. So you can be very dependable. And you can be very solid. But that's something I believe that needs to be worked on, is really that heart connection, opening up that heart connection. Because when I see this in a reading, that's what it, to me, is really saying. Open up that heart connection. Open up the heart with the mind. That is so important, and that's really what's coming through to me, because we have 8 of Wands in the message from Spirit, and it's saying to me, don't expect things to be so quick. Everything with its pace, within space, pace, coming to the understanding of slow movement, taking time to figure it out, not being so much in a hurry. And the Oracle card you got is the Andean Cross. And I've never come across this before. But what I'm hearing from it is the way shower, the light, the square and the round. Looking for, allowing for that spiritual energy, no matter how you name that, allowing that to come into your life. So that's your reading, and thank you, Miss Cheeky. So let that spiritual light, and is what a cross is usually about, is let that spiritual light into your heart and get that connection with your mind. I hope that makes sense. All right, let's see. I'll do one more reading because I'm at a half hour that I've been on, and that's what I've been doing, is a half hour. So, and then yeah, interesting. Very interesting. I think my chat stopped working. It did. It started working. Okay, I had to look at the other one. You're welcome, Silverback. Just look for that spiritual light, no matter what you call it, no matter what you name it. It's so important, even if it's your heart light. So, prior. Okay. What's your question, prior? And then I think I'll end with a general reading for everyone for the rest of the week, because then I'll just be on for pop-ups. The air is so dry here. Okay, gotta look at. What would you like? Do you have a question, Pyra? Yep, it did stop. I have to look at this one. Who's next in my love life? That seems to be the topic. Who's next in Pyra's love life? Or what type? It may come out to what type of love is coming up next, and because I don't know the person, but I can give you the general type of energy or that person might be. Remember, I believe we all have free will. And what the cards are showing us are possibilities and probabilities. And what I think they're best at is showing us what we can do to achieve our goals. That's what I think they're really the best at. Alrighty, so it says go for Pyra. What type of person is coming up? Alrighty. Okay, Pyra, we have in the center of self, we have, as you can see, somebody who is in a very defensive position. This is the fire sign also, okay? This is a fire sign. This is the card of fire, so that means you're really on the fence behind your passion. Okay, just remember that. And we have the moon on one side of this, and then we have the world on the other side. So we have the moon in the air position, and we have the world in the air position. So with the moon in the air, be careful of your thinking. Be careful what you are putting out. Because the air, in the place of air, it's also the place of breath. Okay, and it's the intellect. So when we think of air, it's also what we're saying, what we're speaking, what we're putting out into the world. So be cautious on that. Because again, we have the world in the emotional sector, which to me is almost a little too busy for being in the emotional sector. There's a lot going on here with your emotions. So be very mindful of that, because that can really affect what's coming into our world, what's literally coming into our inner world, and the world just outside of us, the people that we bring in. Our emotions can really affect that. And in the fire position, we have Queen of Wands. So we got two juxtapositions. We got this in the center, and then we got this on the bottom, and she's the optimum of passion and creativity. But she's being guarded. There's a guard here. So your guard is up. So basically, you can have what you want, because in the earth position, we have Six of Wands. What's that show? But a wedding, right? So to me, again, the theme of the night seems there's work to be done here. You definitely got the potential, the possibility, is coming up for that. But you got to let your guard down. You got to let people in. That's one of the hardest things sometimes, to let people in. Believe me, I am one of those that is hard for me to do. So in the foundation of the issue, we have the Three of Wands, which can be about travel, looking forward into the future, of course, which you are, which is you're looking into the future. And the message from Spirit is, yes, there is someone out for you, there for you. Definitely. But you got to put the work in and let your guard down and invite them in. Because this is not an invitation, is it? It doesn't look like an invitation. So again, we got the Holy Mountain. And to me, this is the optimum of spiritual seeking. So again, letting that light into the dark places. Let the light shine into the dark places. Because you want that, you want that happiness, you want that joy, you want to share with another person. And to do that, you got to be open to the possibilities. Right? All right, people, I am going to do a general reading, and I'm going to do the whole layout for the week ahead for everyone that's here. Alrighty? So for everyone that's here, and that's what I'm going to ask, who's ever watching this later, now, future, past, present, I don't know about past, but future, right? What's the takeaway from everything? What do we all need to know and learn? Alrighty. I gotta clean these cards. I know that's what. Alright. I know I gotta. Okay. Oh. Things are falling apart. You're welcome, Pyra. Thank you. Thank you. I have to look over here because it stopped working on the other one. All right. I like this. I like this. Okay. Okay. So in the center, which I usually say is self, but I'm going to say for a general reading for the whole everybody is look upon life. Let's look upon life with innocent eyes, with emotional, just being truly emotionally open like a young child is who hasn't been tainted by life yet. Let's look at that with fresh eyes, from a fresh perspective. I feel like that's needed with all the readings that have been going on. In the air position, we have the Empress. And so that's telling me, let's believe in the abundance of life. Let's believe in the possibilities, because she's pregnant with possibilities. So let's believe in that. Let's believe we have the wisdom and we have the intellect and we have the fortitude to believe in the Empress, that we are all empresses in our own right, no matter what, that we are all pregnant with possibilities. Let's celebrate in the emotional sector. Let's celebrate friendships. Friendships are so important and nurturing, whether they be friends from around the world that we've met through YouTube, that we have conversations with occasionally. Those friendships, nurture those friendships. In the fire position, we have the Six of Swords. And to me, this is definitely saying movement. or don't get stuck, because swords, we can get stuck with swords very easily. So don't get stuck with our creativity. Don't get stuck with what we're passionate about. Allow that energy to flow. And remember that sometimes earthly pursuits, being a work, home, and money, that sometimes it can become burdensome. It can be heavy. And that goes with the Ten of Swords. That sometimes things can really be untangible. Very untangible. But we all have a choice to seek love, to seek friendship, to seek the higher ideals, the love, to seek nurturement, to seek the staff. The staff to me is like the talking stick that you pass around, that you share your insights and share what you have learned through your life. You're sharing that. You're passing around. Share the joy. Share the love. Share your knowledge. Share the hard times. Share the darkness. Share everything that you even think you shouldn't share, because sometimes that's going to help somebody else. So with that, I am going to end. I am glad it's significant for me too. It has very special meaning, and I love that it's a giraffe. So that I am going to close, and I wish you all a great week. Have a great Sunday. Remember to share your love, share your knowledge, and remember to be wild. Many blessings.